Hey guys, Orbold here. Almost 24 hours after I made my last two videos, which were of course uploaded several hours after the fact. The times for my panels have finally been revealed. And before I really tell you the times, the time, the day, and the room number, I do want to just say that, yesterday afternoon I made a post on the Anime Boston forums about the fact that for like the last 2 years now, this year and last year, it's like those that run general panels have been forced to wait until almost the last second, in some cases, to find out when they're gonna have when their panels are gonna be. Um, I just feel like on the one hand, I get it. The guest of honor and the guest panelists take precedence, but um, at the same time, we are part of the show for that weekend, and I do feel like some consideration could be taken into some consideration needs to be taken into account when you have folks who do what they who folks like me who are not in it for the money, who are not in it for the fame and the prestige, and just do it because we know we have a certain skill set that can make Anime Boston a great experience for a lot of folks, both those that come back every year and those that are doing it for the first time. And I feel like the least you can do would just keep them in the loop on um, and in a timely manner, I should say, to emphasize, this is where your panel's at this point, and just giving us some ample time to get ready, because some of us have co-panelists, some of us don't. Some of us may have physical or others physical disabilities or other things that we need to take into consideration. Some of us may have props, and it would be super helpful for us to at least be given ample notice to know when and where our panels will be in respect to the Heinz Convention Center, so that we can make the necessary preparations or adjustments, so that when it does come around, we're not feeling like we're scrambling at the last minute to make adjustments and so forth and so on. So, without any further ado, I'm just going to jump right into it and share the times that I know that many of you guys have been patiently waiting. So here we go. I'm actually going to be reading this email for the first time, so we are going to find out together. So, yep, here we go. So first, I'm going to start with my 2-hour panel, Pokemon 20 Years Later. So I'm just going to read you what the email says. Congratulations. Your panel titled Pokemon 20 Years Later has been scheduled for Anime Boston 2015. For the time being, your panel has been scheduled for Heinz Panel Room 302/304, and just to let you know, that usually means it's originally one room, but both rooms are being combined into one room, so it'll be a really large room. And the starting time it will be starting on Saturday, April 4th, 2015, at 9:15 and ending at 11:15. Well, the actual time since in this email is 21:15 as the start time and 23:15 as the end time. But since I have a little background in military time, I know the translation for that is 9:30. I mean 9:15 to 11:15. So yeah, it's gonna be a late night that Saturday night. So if you plan on attending the informal ball or any of the concerts, you're gonna have a tough choice ahead of you. I mean, as I announced in the video that I posted last night, there are gonna be some physical prize giveaways and some digital prize giveaways, and there's gonna be a whole lot of stuff. And trust me, I plan on using every second of that 2-hour block that we're gonna have together. So there you go. And just to repeat, for those that did miss it the first time, Pokemon 20 Years Later will be on Saturday, April 4th from 9:15 p.m. to 11:15 p.m. So mark your calendars and your schedules once the guidebook becomes live. This really does help me a lot, since since I do go to the swap meet, and I know that to me it looks like the time was deliberately set up this way so that I'd be able to attend the swap meet and still get to my panel and set up and all that jazz. So yeah. As of right now, I don't have a hotel room, but since I already plan on taking a cab to get home Saturday night, that shouldn't affect me too much. As I'll just leave from a few minutes after my panel ends, and I should get to Forest Hills around midnight-ish, and yeah, I should be fine. But anyway, yeah, that's that's just glorious. I mean, this is like the third, no, not the third. This is the fourth year in a row that I've had a major panel premiere on Saturday night. So last year it was my Persona 4 panel, which by the way is waitlisted for this year. Let me see. The year before it was Clannad. Um, in the year before that, yeah, my first year, Clannad made its Anime Boston premiere on the Saturday night, which and around the same block as that. So it's pretty. It's when you get put in the late night shift that someone up there must have a lot of faith in your ability, and since I already have a proven track record of being able to you know give people exactly what they paid for, I'm not expecting this year to be any different at all. So now we are going to get into the other panel that I'm going to be doing that I know for sure is happening. Clannad, the place where wishes come true. So, my fellow co-panelists, I intentionally kept this one second just for you guys. And let me lower the volume a little bit. So I'm going to read the email again. Congratulations. This is an automated email to notify you that your panel, titled Clannad, the place where wishes come true, has been scheduled for Anime Boston 2015. For the time being, your panel has been scheduled for Heinz Panel A, starting on Sunday, April 5th, 2015 at 10 a.m. and ending at 11:30 a.m. So this is awesome news. I mean, I had panel C the year. Was it last year? Well, I had panel C the year before for my Clannad panel, and it was amazing. I know panel A is a mega huge room. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff that we can do with that space, my fellow co-panelists. So yeah, it is gonna be amazing. The co-panelists that I had last year will be back, as I mentioned in my last video, and there's gonna be more than 2 of us this time. So yeah, it's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna share this video on Facebook, Tumblr, and WordPress so that folks can get it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. And it's gonna be, I promise you that I will give you an awesome weekend. One other thing that I'm hoping to do this year is to record my panels in full. I bought a digital camera last year specifically for this purpose. So I feel like this is going to be the time where that camera really earns its keep. So yeah, if you don't get to make it, there's a pretty high probability that you'll still get to see the panel in its entirety anyway. So yeah, there you go. So that's really all I have to say. That's the big news. My panel times are set in stone. So all that's left is to wait for the weekend, for the Anime Boston weekend to come, and for the magic to happen. Actually, there is one other thing I just remembered. I have a third panel. My Persona 4 panel is currently waitlisted. And I think I explicitly said that I don't mind having that being put in if someone cancels. So if if that third panel is put on the programming during the con weekend, I will put a post on Facebook and WordPress just to let folks know. Though if you're not already planning to be there, it probably won't do you any good, but just throw that out there for you guys. Alright, this is the Orbald wishing you guys nothing but the best, counting down to Anime Boston 2015, and yeah, we'll see you at the con, guys.